In the morning when I rise, give me Jesus.
Hello again. Yesterday, we saw the Pharisees and the scribes come to Jesus to trip him up. They weren't coming to Jesus to understand more of the kingdom. They weren't coming to Jesus to receive God's love that is poured out through him. No, they were coming to Jesus to try to trip him up so that they could be critical about what Jesus was all about. Well, we see that even today. It's very religious and it's of the devil when someone goes to church just to be critical and to speak up against the love of God. Or when somebody gets into the Bible just to pick out things that they would call inconsistencies to try to be critical and to try to show people that the Bible is not the truth. Well, it is the truth. And so, hallelujah. That's not you doing things like that, but people do. And we saw yesterday how Jesus said, I'm on to stuff like that and I don't put up with it. Well, today we start chapter 12 in Mark, and there's a parable that Jesus tells that's all about the prophets and all about Jesus, and it's accusatory of the Pharisees, but he doesn't say it point blank. He says it in a parable, but they know it's about them. Verse 1, chapter 12 of Mark. And Jesus began to speak to them in a parable. A man planted a vineyard and put a wall around it, and he dug a vat under the winepress, and he built a tower, and he rented it out to vine growers, and he went on a journey. Well, at the harvest time, he sent a slave to the vine growers in order to receive some of the produce of the vineyard from the vine growers. That's reasonable. It's his vineyard. They took him and beat him and sent him away empty-handed. Now, that's no way to treat a messenger from the owner, is it? Well, verse 4, again, he sent another slave, and they wounded him in the head and treated him shamefully. And he sent another, and that one they killed. And so with many others, beating some and killing others. All right, we're going to have to do something about these vine growers that I've rented my property to. He had one more to send, verse 6, a beloved son. And he sent him last of all to them, saying, they will respect my son, you would think. But the vine growers said to one another, look, this is the heir. Come, let us kill him, and the inheritance will be ours. Well, they took him and they killed him and they threw him out of the vineyard. All right, I'm going to stop there today. Can you see when the first servants were sent? That's a parable about the prophets that all came to declare the goodness of God and how God always redeemed his people. That was the message from the prophets, and they beat the prophets and they killed the prophets. And then, of course, this last one is a parable about Jesus himself, the Son of God, coming, and sure enough, they killed him too. But hallelujah, he was raised from the dead. When we get together tomorrow, we'll finish this parable and see how God deals with those who would reject Jesus. I look forward to being with you tomorrow and talking about how Jesus came to set us free. He came to redeem us. And if we don't recognize that, although God is not wrathful now, there is wrath to come for those who reject his son. Come be with us tomorrow. I'll see you then.
Give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. You can have all this world, but give me Jesus.